Save that for offense or what?
Say that again,
What
Tom.
was your plan for that last timeout that you had?
The plan for the last timeout that we had, I wanted to save it for the offense. I wanted to save a timeout. I wanted to give us a chance to, and I really felt comfortable with us moving the ball. And I thought that we moved the ball, and I wanted to hold, every head coach wants to hold a timeout in his pocket if he possibly can. But obviously I couldn't do that when they converted on the last third down.
Coach, can you talk about how many targets and catches Marquise had today? Was that by design, or did that just happen?
He had 9 catches today, and are you saying was he a focus?
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel like we need to get the ball to him. We need to get the ball in his hands, and he's a talented young guy that can make plays for our team. And I think today he showed some of the things that he can do, and obviously he had a drop today. We had a number of drops today, and we've got to catch the football, particularly when they're touchdown passes in the end zone.
Coach, what did it mean to you to have Hazy family on the field today and the moment of silence for Terry?
It's been a hard week. It's been a hard week for the Hazy family. And our football team. We've had them in our thoughts and our prayers all week long, and it was very special before the game to have a meaningful moment of silence for a man that was really, really supportive of our football team, and a son who's just an awesome kid, great wife in Sharon. And so I thought that was very fitting that we paid tribute to the Hazy family along with 9/11. And the significance of today with 9/11 is so special, and so combining those two things I thought was really a nice tribute.
You say you don't want this to define the season, but how do you keep morale from getting low after one like this?
Well, again, we got a lot of young guys. We got a lot of young, impressionable guys, and it's my job to see to it that they don't allow this loss to define them, as I said. And there's a lot of things in here I think we'll be able to fix. We've got talent. There's talent there. There's talent on the defensive side of the ball. We've got to bring that talent out. We've got to coach that talent out. And from a mental point of view, I think our guys, the kids are resilient. And obviously the depth of this loss is tough. It's hard. It's really hard for all of us. But, again, we can't let South Dakota beat us twice. We've got to do our job in preparation this week and get ready to play next week. Again, it's one of 13 games that we're going to play this season. It's one of 13 games. And so, obviously we can't let it define us.
Did you see any signs this week that your team might not be ready?
Jim, I don't think so. I thought we had a good week of practice. I thought Tuesday was a good practice. Wednesday was not as good. But Thursday we came back and practiced well, and so I think the biggest thing that I've got to do is I've got to look at what we're asking, particularly of our young guys on defense, what we're asking them to do, whether or not we're asking them to do too much, whether or not, there's 2 fronts and 2 coverages that these young guys can, and hopefully what we're going to do too is we're going to get a couple of guys that have been out. We've had a couple of real good players miss time here recently, and we'll get a couple of our veteran experienced guys back. And I think it'll really help our football team, because when you think about not having Kim Royston, not having Kyle Therrick, not having Dom Alford, there's some good players in that group, and there's some veteran experience and leadership in that group, and so I think they've got a chance to help us when they get back.
Coach, you settled for a field goal in the first possession.
Not good.
Then punted away the second and gave it away on downs the third. Could you tell the level of confidence on the other side growing as they were holding it?
Certainly their ability to move the football on us gave them confidence. I don't know that they ever had great confidence that they could stop us as well. But obviously they were scoring points, and they were scoring critical points. And every time we felt like we were back to getting back in it, to make a move, to go win the game, they did something good. To their credit, and so, but we've got to score touchdowns when you drive the ball the length of the field, or you've got a 60-yard drive to open the game, and we've got to score touchdowns there. You got to take advantage of every opportunity, particularly when you've got a young defense like we have.